Okay, everyone, welcome to another episode of the Intellectual Saviours of Wrestling. We are your hosts, the master of the brain damage,
I'm Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. Today we're going to be doing the Raw review, May 23rd, the fallout from the Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was a fairly good show as far as Raw goes. The opening segment we had was Seth coming out and addressing the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, we certainly had a few surprises in that. He come out lapping up the crowd, and then he was feeding the crowd and saying, "Have you really missed me?" And then he touched lightly on his rehab and the fan mail and whatnot that he was getting.
That was good.
And then we had what I don't think very many people saw coming. We then had the instant heel turn.
Yeah. Oh, man, he's so good at that.
He is. He's got a real natural knack for it. And yeah, he just basically turned around and said, and all the fan mail that he'd got, he chucked it straight in the bin and lit it on fire.
Yeah. It was just that line he said. He had all the fan mail, the fans were cheering, and he didn't read a single letter. And suddenly it was, oh, you SOB.
Yeah, he just reiterated again. He didn't need the Dodo universe back then, and he certainly doesn't need the universe now to reclaim his title.
Which is good, because I mean, Seth is that good at being a heel that I don't want to see him turn into a good guy anytime soon.
No, he's one of them wrestlers you just enjoy seeing as a heel.
Yeah.
Like him and Owens, they've just got a general knack for it.
They know how to work the crowd.
Yeah. Little bit too well at times.
Seth is back, and immediately he's come out and challenged Roman. And a lot of people were thinking, oh, but he's been gone 7 months. Why does he immediately get a rematch?
And then,
He never had his rematch.
No, that's it. And then we had Shane O'Mac come out and make it all official.
Yep.
So that's Money in the Bank. It's going to be Seth versus Roman for the title.
The match we should have had at Survivor Series last year.
Yeah. And had it not been for Seth's unfortunate injury.
So now, hopefully, they've still got all the plans that they had for that match.
Yeah, I mean, in day should be a good match. Just hopefully the creative team get it right booking wise. Yeah, so we had that for an opening segment, and then we had 5 qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, this was a show very built up on building to the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised at how many matches they fitted all onto one show, though.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones was Sami Zayn v Sheamus.
Yeah, it was a good match, and obviously Sheamus going on. He won it. He's already won it, and he's gonna win it again.
Oh, not anymore.
No, unbeknownst to Sheamus, he didn't see Sami Zayn coming.
Nope.
And he picked up the victory, being the first qualifier for the Money in the Bank match.
Which is great.
Yeah, I mean, again, going along the lines with a continental title match, the Extreme Rules, I think we can expect most of the competitors from that match to qualify for the match, and then get a few other wrestlers to accompany them and just build up that a little bit more.
Who else did we have? Oh, yeah, of course. We had Ambrose v Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I didn't expect for a second Ziggler to pick up the victory.
No, I didn't. Like we said in the last one, his booking has been so bad that you just never expect him to win anymore.
No, although it was refreshing to see the clean victory and not have Baron Corbin come out and inevitably seal Dolph's fate.
Yeah, they're doing that again next week.
Um,
That whole backstage thing where Ziggler said, "You aren't a wrestler."
oh yes.
So we are getting one more match in that storyline.
And then, no disrespect to either competitor, but hopefully that'll be the end of it. I think they dragged it on a little bit longer than what they needed to.
Yes, very much so.
So yeah, and then one of the other qualifying matches, which was slightly surprising, I thought, you had Apollo Crews against Y2J.
Yeah, it's quite a decent match. I mean, they did a right thing by having a Cruz attack backstage, so it wasn't a completely clean loss.
No, so obviously at the same time they're trying to build him up to be a guy for the future. He's only been on the main roster a couple of months now,
Yeah,
and to be fair, he's a talented guy and he could be one for the future. But most of the time since he's made his debut, he's been put against jobbers.
Yeah.
He's been fighting the Heath Slaters of the world, and I'm pretty sure he probably fought Curtis Axel as well.
yeah, beat him once or twice.
Yeah, so yeah, and it was also good to see how he would do against probably one of the best polished veterans in the company at the minute.
Yeah, I mean Jericho coming out looking like a pincushion, bandaged up.
Yeah, he had quite a few scars from Extreme Rules.
Full credit to him for working through that match so soon after the thumbtacks.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit shocked at how long we've seen Jericho this year. I mean, I think was it just after the turn of the year he turned up, and he's pretty much solidly been in the storylines now for the last 5-6 months.
I'm guessing Fozzy don't have an album out this year.
Possibly not. I think that's one of the main things that keeps Chris away from the WWE. But yeah, it's quite interesting. And, yeah, Jericho picked up the victory, so he's going to be in the Money in the Bank match.
And of course, another one of the matches was Cesaro v The Miz.
Yep. Also keeping up the little bit of the Intercontinental title rivalry going at the same time as well.
Yeah, and it went as I expected. Miz doesn't need Money in the Bank. He's already had won it previously.
Yeah.
And Cesaro, I think he deserves to be in the match for the work he's done since returning from his injury.
Yeah, and I can't help but think as well, maybe it's a bit of payback for what he's done previously as well, because there's been times where he's deserved the push or to be put in matches like Money in the Bank, and they just haven't quite lived up to his potential and giving him a chance. So.
Yeah. Vince famously said that he didn't know what to do with Cesaro because he wasn't connecting with the audience.
A little bit harsh, I think.
Now, you can go back. He says it on Austin's podcast, the first one he did. I don't believe it at all. I think Cesaro has a good reaction with the audience. He's got the whole Cesaro section movement.
Yeah.
It's like Punk said, Vince doesn't know what makes a superstar anymore.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it is true to an extent, and you can make the argument Vince is out of touch with wrestling these days.
True.
Yeah. So we've got Cesaro in the Money in the Bank match, and it's shaping up to be a hell of a match already.
And of course, there was one more match that night for Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Well, when I heard this, I didn't know which way I wanted to go with it and who they would have gone with. You had AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
Oh, it's a great match.
Yeah. Again, two very talented guys in the ring, and quite rightly, it was an unbelievable match.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know which way it was going to go because they were making the excuse that AJ had been through a really hard match the night before. Owens might have been a bit fresher.
Yeah, you can play along with the whole recovery time. Obviously, Kevin Owens was on the show much earlier than AJ Styles. 24-hour period turnaround.
And so one thing I liked about this match, and people pick up on this, is Kevin Owens, he's just, when he randomly just insults people, Michael Cole gets it so much.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's pretty much been since day one. When he joined the company, he's a very easy target for the wrestlers to point out and make fun of and insult.
It's like he just hit a move, and you heard Cole on commentary, and he just turns up, sits up, and says, "Shut up, Cole! I can hear you from here." And it just camera shots to Michael Cole, and he's just looking like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, classic Kevin Owens pulling out that natural born instinct of being a bad guy that he can do.
So he's such a sarcastic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to make too many comparisons, and especially with wrestlers not long departed, but some of his heel work and some of his promos and how he goes about it, he reminds me a bit of CM Punk.
Yeah, a little bit. He's definitely got that sort of fourth wall breaking mannerism to him.
Yeah.
But no, we had 5 out of the 7 Money in the Bank people now.
Yeah. Yeah, again, just reiterating, I was slightly shocked about how much they fitted of that onto one show.
Yeah, I suppose for a 3-hour Raw, you can get that many.
Yeah, obviously you got the slight difference there where Raw is 3 hours rather than SmackDown's 2 hours. You can fit a bit more on there. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Matches wise, apart from you had the infamous segment with Charlotte and Ric Flair and Dana Brooke.
Yeah, now this was a bit of an interesting segment because we all wanted this, but did they really go about it the right way?
No, it's been a bit of a sore subject for a while on how they've got to do the whole family members and I don't need you anymore, and then unfortunately sometimes they take it to the extent of, I don't care for you. You can almost die for all I care.
Yeah, if you remember, they did this last year with Stardust and Dusty Rhodes. And he said to him, "Well, I have no father. You're pretty much dead to me now."
Yeah.
Which I didn't agree with because, well, these things are quite personal.
Yeah.
And then, as you know, a couple of months later, Dusty unfortunately passed away.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, WWE tend to have a habit of doing this, and it's not something that I particularly welcome. I know they've got to try and get the bad guys over and try and get a reaction out of the crowd, but personally, I think there is a point where you sort of got to sit there and say, enough's enough. That's gone a bit too far. I mean, I may have got the tag team slightly wrong, but I do remember back when we had the new LOD.
Yeah.
And we had Animal and Heidenreich, and
Yeah.
I believe was it possibly Eminem.
That's the ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they turned around and basically made a big joke about how Hawk was dead.
Yeah, I think his family reacted to that quite badly.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention as well, he's not a professional wrestler, but yeah, I'm sure that didn't go down too well. And I say, even some of Animal's family, I'm sure, wouldn't have been too happy about it because the two of them were a bit more than a tag team.
It's true. It was like, and now the problem I have now, Ric Flair is gone. You would think for the time being, Dana Brooke is in.
Yep.
Is this essentially just going to be like a working alliance? Is she essentially going to be replacing Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Are we essentially back to square one?
I think essentially we're going to have to see how this all pans out, unfortunately, because again, if you're fans of NXT and watch it, you would then know that Dana Brooks had a long-standing friendship slash working partnership with Emma in
Yeah.
NXT. Now, unfortunately, she got injured a short while ago, and unfortunately, she's got to have surgery.
Mm.
So she's going to be out of the picture for a little while. So I can't help but think this is maybe them, unfortunately, because Emma's not there compensating and finding something for Dana Brooke to do whilst Emma's gone.
Well, she could be just learning from her, trying to become a better wrestler. I mean, if you were going to learn from a female wrestler, you'd say she would be one of the top ones to learn from.
Yeah.
I say it might be completely different. It might only be like a working relationship.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out because going back on what we were discussing on the Extreme Rules review, they need to start booking Charlotte better and just get her to get a couple of clean wins without any form of interference.
Yes.
Otherwise, the people are going to get bored of it, and then inevitably we'll probably have a title match where Shane or Stephanie or whoever may or may not be in power at the time turn around and say, right, any form of interference and you forfeit the title. But me personally, I don't want it to get to that stage.
No. But yeah, we'll have to see where that one goes. Ric Flair's gone for the time being. Where he's gone, probably back to the old farts retirement home.
Yeah, something I did pick up though, and I'm sure you did as well. Though, when Rick was in the ring before he got his marching orders essentially from his daughter, I didn't like the sort of subtle nod that Flair gave to Dana Brooks, or like saying that she's Charlotte's Arn Anderson. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of people's personal opinions and that, the Four Horsemen are one of the greatest, if not the greatest, stables that ever be in wrestling.
Yeah, one of them.
And Arn Anderson was a hell of a wrestler.
He was.
He was the enforcer of the group, and to give someone a comparison like that after being on Raw about a month, I think that's way too early to be putting in them sort of comparisons.
Yeah, shouldn't be doing that yet because she might not live up to expectation.
No, and not only that, we don't know how long this partnership could be going on for. Well, we know it could end at the next pay-per-view.
It could. Are we missing anything? Was there anything else we're missing?
I don't think so. I think.
Did Rusev have a match? I think he might have had.
Yeah.
I'm sure I probably missed one or two matches.
I'm
It might not be that important anyway. Say we don't remember it.
No, I mean, when we get onto it, I know obviously he had a match on SmackDown.
Yeah, when we do our SmackDown review, we will talk about that one.
Yeah. Rusev may have had a match, but quite frankly, I forgot about it.
Well, it's fine. If we don't remember it, it probably wasn't that important.
No, that's it.
I think we've covered all the main stuff.
Yeah, so I think that wraps it up then.
All right. For the Raw Review, your Intellectual Saviours of Wrestling, we have the Master of the Brain Damage.
Martin.
And I've been Sam H. And we will see you on the next one. Peace out.